స్టక్ అయింది. నెక్స్ట్ షేర్ స్క్రీన్ వచ్చింది లైవ్. షేర్ స్క్రీన్ చేయలేదు. నా ఫేస్ కనిపిస్తుంది. ఏమక్క షేర్ చేయి. హలో, ఇది పీపీటీ ఎక్కడుందో తెలియదు కదా నాకు కూడా. ఓకే, ఇది పేపర్ 2. ఒకసారి నువ్వు ఫోన్లో చూస్తావా ఆడియో వీడియో కరెక్ట్గా వస్తుందో? నేను అది ఛార్జర్ కూడా తీసుకొస్తాను. అయితే వస్తుందా? ఇక్కడ ఇంకా లైవ్ అని డే 3 నా డే 4 డే 3 అయిపోయింది. డే 4 ఇంకా రాలేదు. నువ్వు టైం సెట్ చేసింది ఎన్నింటికి? 6:10 6:12 కదా. స్క్రీన్ కామెంట్స్ ఇక్కడ తెలిస్తే వాళ్ళకి కనపడుతుందో లేదో మనకి అర్థమవుతుంది. ఆడియో వీడియో ఒకసారి అక్కకి కాల్, నాకే తెలియదు, అక్కకి కాల్ చేసాను. ఒకసారి అడగండి. స్టాప్ షేర్ చేయనా? అంటే ఇది కనపడుతుందో లేదో వాళ్ళకి ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది? అక్క ఒకసారి మేడంతో మాట్లాడాలి. ఇది అంటే మన కామెంట్స్ వాళ్ళకి కనపడుతుందో లేదో ఎక్కడ చూడాలండి? నిన్న హైడ్ లోనే పెట్టారు. నిన్న నా కామెంట్స్ ఏం కనిపించలేదు కూడా. మరి ఏం కనిపించట్లేదు కదా, ఎవరు జాయిన్ కూడా అవ్వలేదు కదా. కానీ నాకేం కనిపించట్లేదు. ఒకసారి చూడండి, కామెంట్స్ కనిపిస్తుంది. ఎక్కడ కనపడుతుంది? ఎక్కడ కనపడుతుంది? అక్క సరే అక్క. Hello, good evening students. Am I audible and is the PPT visible? If everything is okay, just we will start the class. Please give any comments, ma'am. రెస్పాన్స్ ఏమి ఇవ్వాలంటే స్టార్ట్ చేయండి. జస్ట్ టెక్స్ట్ వస్తుంది, పక్కన మెసేజెస్ వస్తాయి. అంటే నిన్న కొద్దిసేపు రెస్పాన్స్ కనపడితేనే కదా ఇప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు చూసి ఇక్కడ కనపడుతుందా?
యాక్చువల్లీ నాకు స్క్రీన్ షేర్ అవుతుంది మేడం, వాయిస్ కూడా వినిపిస్తుంది.
పీపీటీ కనపడుతుందా మ్యామ్?
కనిపిస్తుంది మేడం స్క్రీన్. నేను ఆల్రెడీ లైవ్ లోనే ఉన్నాను.
ఓకే, మరి నాకైతే ఏమీ స్టూడెంట్స్ రెస్పాన్స్ కనిపించట్లేదు. మరి నేను స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను.
స్టార్ట్ చేయండి.
ఓకే దెన్.
అక్కడ నేను ఏదైనా
Okay, good evening students. Yesterday it was like, so today a little bit late ma. Okay, no problem. Just I'll go for the next slide. And today is also a verbal part. It's just the slide, second slide. Okay, okay, before మిడిల్లో ఒకసారి క్రాస్ చెక్ చేసి నచ్చింది, ఎందుకంటే మళ్ళీ నేను చెప్పేసుకుంటూ కూర్చో అర్థం కాదు. ఒకసారి చూడు ఇక్కడ నాకు 830 ఎందుకంటే నాకు ఇక్కడ కామెంట్స్ కనపడితే అర్థమవుతుంది. Okay, today's the first question is fill in the blanks with the correct option that fits in the grammatically and logically correct. See the question. The tribesmen made offerings to allocate to gods dash were angry with them. So here already the 4 options is given, and which phrase or which clause suits in the blank that you have to fill it. So see the answer. What is meant by allocate? The word meaning in the sense making a less angry. So here what the tribes, why the tribes are offering some food or flowers to the gods, because the gods should not be angry on them. Okay, so what which phrase or which clause suits over there? So whom they believe, as they want to believe, who they believe, which they believe. What is the answer? So as they want to believe doesn't suit over there. Which they believe means which indicates about the things. So here the gods are they are the spiritual things, like we consider it as a human beings, right? So it relevance to the persons. The which focuses on the focuses on things. So here the second option doesn't suit, fourth option doesn't suit. So go for the A and C. Go for the A and C. So here hello, is it okay? Is it okay, ma'am? Okay, ma'am. Sorry. So sorry for small disturbance. So here A and C are little bit confusion. Who in the sense who were angry with them, particular god. It's not a particular god, whom they believe. So people have different believe in one and other, some believe in Rama, some believe in so and all that. So here the correct option is C. C is the right answer, not the whom, n number of people, each individual sees the one person as believe on one person, right? So the tribesmen made offerings to placate to gods who they believed were angry with them. It's not the whom, don't confuse, who they believe. Okay, it's not whom they believe. Next, second one. Second question. After you dash the definition in your vocabulary exercise book, add a few ways to use the word in a sentence to illustrate its meaning. So here it is. The question is based on the tenses: have written, had written, write, will write. So which suits over there? Which word suits over there? Have written. It's a present perfect. Had written past. Past perfect. Write is a simple present. Will write is a future tense. So which one? Which option is the right answer? So after you write the definition in your vocabulary exercise book, add a few ways to use is the right answer, because a sentence is a is in a, like, common, right? Right after you, the subject you is there, so it should be in a simple present. So right is the correct answer. Many physicists, going to the third question, many physicists initially regarded quantum theory as unnatural, absurd. So select which one. As incompatible, but incompatible for, and incompatible to, and incompatible to. What is the answer? What is meant by compatible? Incompatible means like problem, conflict over there. Okay. So what is the right option? Many physicists initially regarded quantum theories as unnatural, absurd, and incompatible with is the correct answer. Because like whatever they are theory, like, there are so many conflicts in the theories. Okay, many physicists initially at the initial stage, in the sense in the starting stage, they have faced so many consequences. So that is the answer. A is the correct answer. But incompatible for, the for preposition doesn't suits with that. Two doesn't suits, and incompatible to both are same, C and D. So it doesn't. You can eliminate B and C D, and A is the right answer. So incompatible with means they all have come across with so many problems in the starting stages. Okay. Going for the fourth question. I do not wish to make a formal complaint, but I would have been better pleased if you dash the person who deserve it better. So gave the award to, are giving the award for, give the award to, had given the award to. Which one is the right answer in the blank? Go. Think carefully. So here, I do not wish. Here it is a conditional sentence. If condition is there and it's a third condition, so gave is a simple past tense, are giving is a present continuous. Okay, give is a simple present, and had given is a past perfect. So which one suits after if condition? Whenever the if condition, if I were you, I could have been done this, like that we'll say, no. So here the if condition, so what is the answer after the if? Which tense should be there? Simple past, present continuous, simple present, past perfect. So after the if condition, always if plus past perfect should be there. So had given the award to the person who deserved it better is the right option. I do not wish to make a formal complaint, but I would have been better pleased if you had given the award to the person who deserved it better. Okay. So always, whenever the third condition is applying, after the had plus past verbs, participle form should be given. So that is the reason given, give, gave, given, right? Okay. Shall I go to the next question? Fifth question. See the fifth question. The thought of having to make a decision soon is always dash, setting mind at rest at the back of my mind. a load off my mind, making a comeback. What is the answer? Setting my mind at rest at the back of my mind, a load of my mind making comeback. So the option is B. B is the right answer. At the back of my mind means you are putting on thinking over like okay. So means a thought or idea is there. Setting my mind at rest in the sense simply to stop thinking. A load of my mind in the sense it was so clumsy and like over you are so stressed. Making it to come back doesn't give any sense. So at the back of my mind means you started thinking about an idea or else you had an idea. So that is the answer. So here answer is B. The thought of having to make a decision soon is always at the back of my mind. Going for the sixth question. The presence of strong feelings, the cause of which is not fully understood, always has the dash human beings uneasy. So options are effect of making our, affection of making us, effect for making we. Yesterday also I told the difference between the effect and effect. So based on that you can answer the question. The presence of strong feelings, the cause of which is not fully understood, always has the dash human beings uneasy. So here EFFC is FXC is the effect means noun. Effect is the verb. Okay. So what is the right answer? Always has what is the answer? A option. Effect human beings uneasy. Sixth one is the A is the answer. Effect of making us human beings uneasy. It's a not fully whatever the things that are not understood. What will happen? It creates a mess up to us, and if you are not understood, you can't do any work very perfect. So that is the answer. Going for the seventh question. The new law is too stringent. It will be dash neither respected or obeyed, either respected or obeyed, neither respected nor obeyed, neither being respected and obeyed. So what is the answer? What is the word meaning stringent? Means respect. Stringent in the sense very strict. So what is the answer? So neither respected or obeyed. So neither or will not be there. Okay. Either respected or obeyed. Okay. Neither respected nor obeyed. Neither being respected and obeyed. So the neither being cannot be a right option. Then see the cross check the answers B and C. Either or okay. Neither nor we can use. Either or in the sense either this or that, neither nor in the sense this not that. So whenever the laws are very strict, so no one will follow it. It should be moderate. If it is so too strict, no one will follow it. So that's the reason answer is C, neither respected nor obeyed. So the new law is too stringent in the sense very strict. It will be either, it will be neither respected nor obeyed. So they can't obey it, right? That is the answer. Okay, C is the option one. Going for the next question. Eighth one. Dash will be at the concern this weekend. So don't miss it. Anybody who is somebody. Somebody who is anybody. Nobody who is somebody. Anybody who is anybody. So what is the right answer? What is the right answer? Somebody who is anybody. Anybody who is somebody. Nobody who is somebody. First, you understand the difference between anybody and somebody. Anybody who is somebody. Anybody can be somebody. Okay. Somebody who is anybody, someone who is not nothing else. Nobody who is somebody. Nobody is not somebody. We are not recognizing anybody who is anybody. It doesn't go like it is doesn't mean anything, any sense over there. So eliminate the D option. So A is the correct answer. Whoever is coming, whoever, anybody, like whoever is coming over there, we have to show a concern and we have to listen to them. That is the case here. Anybody who is somebody will be at the concern this weekend. That the person, like the celebrity, whoever is coming here, like anyone, and that somebody had some importance. So don't miss it. Okay, A is the correct answer. Then you may ask the question: somebody who is anybody? Like somebody who is like, how come someone is coming? They can't be a valuable one. Whoever they are inviting, they might have something else, right? So that is the reason A is the correct answer. Going for the next question. See, this is a closed test, so you have to cross check like direction in each of the following sentence. Some part of the sentence or entire sentence is underlined. The underlined parts you have to replace where these things options are fixed over there. The underlined part. Okay. Beneath each sentence, you will find 4 ways of phrasing the underlined part. This is a test of correctness and effectiveness of expression. In choosing answers, follow the requirements of standard written English. That is, pay attention to grammar. You have to cross check grammar, choice of words, how the words have been framed into a sentences, are they logically arranged, and the sentence correction. Okay, whether like the subject is accepting the verb or not, and all that. Choose the answer that expresses most effectively what is represented, I, the original sentences. This answer should be clear and exact without awkwardness, ambiguity, or redundancy. See, it doesn't look awkward. It doesn't look like something else. So everything, the word choices, the grammar, the sentence framing, everything should be correct. So in such a way, the underlined part you have to correct it with the given options. So, is among the world's worst with forest vanishing in, is between the world's worst with forest vanishing at, is among the world's worst with forest vanishing at, is becoming among the world's worst with forest vanishing at. See, air quality. The question is air quality in big cities like New Delhi, Chennai, and Bombay was in the world's worst with forest vanishing at alarming rates. Alarming rates means it is giving an indication, a siren, that what is happening in the big cities like Delhi, Chennai, and Bombay because of forests have been vanished. So the air have been polluted more. It reached the worst condition. Okay. So which option suits there? So it is totally about the air quality of air in big cities like New Delhi, Chennai, and Bombay was in the world in the sense all over the world. These three big cities are in the worst condition because of lacking of because they had a small like some extent of forest area, but still it have been vanished. So it is an indication and it is giving a siren that the air quality have become worst. So what is the answer? Yeah, go for the options like is among the world's worst with the forests vanishing in. With the forest vanishing, is it right? Is between the worlds with the forest vanishing, is between the forest vanishing. The between doesn't suit. Among doesn't suit. Among, will the among suits over there? No, no. Then is among the world's worst. The in the world, how many in the world itself, how many big cities are there? Among all that cities, these big cities lack of forest, because of forest vanishing, the air quality have become worst. So in becoming among, that doesn't suit. So option C is the right answer, because among the world's worst, it doesn't give. Between it, among the world's worst, in the world itself, like whoever, like having a world's worst cities, in that worst cities, these three cities have a like major problem. Okay, so that's the reason C is the right answer. I'm going for the next question. 10th question. In each of the following sentences, some part of the sentences are, or the entire sentences is underlined. Beneath each sentence, you will find four ways of phrasing the underlined part. This is a test of correctness and effectiveness of expression in choosing answers. Follow the requirements of standard written English. In the written also, it should be correct. In the spoken also, it should be correct. That is, pay attention to grammar. You have to focus on the grammatical errors, choice of the words, and the sentence correction. Construction means the sentence should be always constructed in the subject, verb, and object pattern. Choose the answer that expresses most effectively what is represented, i.e., the original sentences. This answer should be clear and exact without awkwardness, ambiguity, or redundancy. Like previous question, the same instructions have given, and here, like previous question, they have given some part is underlined, and sometimes they may not give the underlined part. The whole given question you have to cross check where the error is, which part we have to correct it. Okay, go for the question. To repress anger in unhealthy and yet to express it implicitly, as we so often do, may be giving momentary relief but with inevitable carry negative consequences. So here, from the last part, they have given a, like error will inevitably give momentary relief, though it will carry, may give momentary relief but will inevitably carry, can give momentary relief but shall inevitably carry, should give momentary relief but will inevitably be carried. So which option we can be replaced? So will in the sense future sense, can in the sense it's a possibility, should in the sense like a request. So may give the momentary relief but will inevitably carry. So why we are giving a relief over there? Hmm? To express anger if is unhealthy and it expressed inclusively. So we often do may be giving a moment. So whenever the people are having if you are giving a relief, you will be coming out, right? So that angerness will not be carried. So may give if you are whenever the people are anger and stressed, that if you are giving some relief, so they may come out of that situation. So B is the right answer. Going for the next question. Direction. See, identify the form of expressions in the following sentences. See, the bill which we received is higher than the estimate. Whatever you received is what you expected some, but it had more than that. The bill which we received was higher than the estimation. Like you are comparing it, like both the bills are not there. Okay, you are expecting a like monthly bill, so that is higher than. With whom it is comparing? Like so then the bill that we received is more higher than the estimate. So what you expected, we are here there is a comparison. The bill that we had received is higher than they had estimate. Like okay, is in the past tense. So which one is the correct answer? So the bill, like the bill which we received is higher than the estimate can be right answer. The bill which we received was higher than the estimate. Was higher than the estimate. That also. The bill that we received is more higher than the estimate. Okay. So here the structure is wrong. Always when we are comparing, like side by side two comparatives will not be there. Okay, more high should be there. It's not more higher. The bill that we had received is higher than they had estimate. Okay, so after higher than they had estimate, the past tense will not be there. Okay, then what is the answer here? So, see, D will be the answer. D, second one. Bill we received was higher than the estimate. So, whatever the estimation that you have estimated that before going to a like monthly bill, you estimated okay this much you have been expected, but from your expectation you got more. Okay. So the second one like D option is the right answer. Second sentence is the right answer. Second expression is the right answer. We'll go for the next. Identify the part which a part with an error in a given sentence, like error detection here. It's simply you have to find out the error. There is like no correction in this. This man, I am telling you about live, live next door to me. So live and live both, but as per the sentence, live because next door, it's a living place. And whatever at present the class is going on, it is a live. So same word, same pronunciation, but the usage, the meaning will be different. But here, living in the sense like living. So which part is an error? So man is singular. What happened? Singular nouns. All the third person and singular nouns have to take the plural words. So the error is in which part? A part, B part, C part. C part is the error. Okay. So the man, this man, so particular man, demonstrating that man. So there is no error in the I am telling you. So this man, I am telling you to the second person about you about live or not lives about lives next door to me. Okay, this man, I am telling about you, like showing particular man and discussing about that, and he lives to your next door. So the man is a like singular noun and it's a third person. Whenever the third persons are there, all the third persons and singular nouns have to take the plural verb. So it's not live lives. Okay, so C part is an error. We'll go for the next question. 13. Choose the correct option with regard to the correctness of the following sentences. Okay. My shirt is more attractive than Murali. Murali's shirt is not as attractive as I. So here see the question. Only sentence A is the correct. Only sentence B is the correct. Both sentences A and B are correct. Both sentences A and B are not correct. So what is the answer? Which one is the option? See, first sentence is my shirt is more attractive than Murali. So the shirt is compared with the Murali. Either two persons we have to compare or two things we have to compare. But the shirt should be compared with another shirt. But here in the first sentence, shirt is compared with the Murali. So it is a wrong. Murali's shirt is not as attractive as I. Means here again Murali's shirt, what the Murali is wearing, with that shirt is compared with again with a human. Okay, so both are wrong. So D is the option. Both sentences A and B are not correct because either two shirts should be compared or two person whatever the shirts they are wearing they have to compare that. But here with the comparison is not between the equal position. So D is the right answer. Both options are wrong. So going for the next question. But for the traffic, the student would have reached the exam hall in time. The meaning of the sentence is, but for the traffic, the student would have reached the exam hall in time. So what happened? Because of the traffic, the student might not have reached the exam hall in time. If the traffic is not there, he might have attended the exam on time, right? Or in time. That is the meaning. So which option suits? See the option, the student had reached the exam hall in time. Even though there was a heavy traffic on her way, the student had not reached the exam hall in time as there was heavy traffic on her way. Due to heavy traffic, the student will not reach the exam hall in time. Irrespective of the heavy traffic, the student was able to have reached the exam hall in time. So, what was the fourth sentence, 14th sentence meaning? So, had reached in the sense past tense. So what happened? Why the student have not reached in time? The student had not reached the exam hall in time as there was heavy traffic on her way. So B is the right answer. See, due to heavy traffic, the student will not. It's a future. Simple, like simple future, yes. Irrespective of heavy traffic, the student was able to have reached the exam hall. So it is irrespective. Okay. So what is the answer? B. The 14th sentence meaning is due to the traffic. Okay, he might not be like he had not on attended the exam in time. If there is no traffic, he might have, but okay, so that is the meaning. Going for the 15th question. See here in one slide, two questions are there. 15th one, my father watches the TV. He reads the newspaper. Choose the appropriate option to combine the following sentences: during, over, while, since. Which word suits? During, it's like during, we can't say that. Over, it's different. Since means started reading and the action is still continuing on. Since, for is a period of time, since is a point of time. I already action started, it's still going on, but here you have to combine the sentence with a conjunction word. So, my father watches the TV while he reads the newspaper. Both actions are going on at a time. So, there while will suits, not during, we can't say that. My father watches the TV during means like it's continuous, like no, both actions are done at a time. So, while word suits over there. My father watches the TV while he reads the newspaper. Go for the next one. It's like a word analogy. Cherry, tree, rose, dash. Choose the appropriate word to complete the analogy. Think carefully. Cherry, tree, rose, what? Flower, bunch, bouquet, plant. Simple logic you have to apply. Bunch. See the option. Cherry, tree. Where the cherries are grown to the tree. So rose flower is the same. So there is a logic. For the tree, what will grow? Cherries will grow. For rose, where it will grow? For plant. That's it. It's not a flower, bunch, or bouquet. Okay. Go for the next question. 17th question. The given sentence is grammatically incorrect. Parents is the pillars of support for the family. Which of these choices is the grammatically correct alternative for the same? So, whatever the question is given, where if whatever the four option in that, you have to replace with one. Parents are pillars of support for the family. Parents are the pillars of support for the family. Parents are the pillars of support for the family. Parents are the pillar of support for the family. So, what option? So only the variation is in the pillars. Are pillars. Are the pillars. Are the pillars. Are the pillar. Here the word subject agreement should be there. Parents are pillars, not parents. We are specifying the parent. Like so pillar should be like whenever we are defining, like here the verb when we are specifying before that definite article should be used. So parents are the pillars of support for the family. Okay, that is the answer. Are the okay. Second one is the right answer. See, third one also same. Parent they have given. Okay. Yes is not there. Parents always. It's not a parent. Parents. Okay. Fourth option, the pillar is given. It's a wrong answer. So what is the answer? B1. Second one is the answer. Parents are the pillars of support for the family. Going for the next question, 18th one. See the 18th one. Rearrange the sentences P, Q, R, and S to produce the correct sentence. We have to. So P, as we see it. Q, speak the truth. There is falsehood and darkness. Yes, even if all around us, all these words, phrases, clauses, you have to arrange into meaningful sentence. So start with the sentence should start with we have to. So what will be the answer? We have to speak the truth as we see it. Right answer. Frame it fast. See, we have to speak the truth. There is a falsehood and darkness, so it doesn't fit. D also doesn't fit over there. So from it, we have to speak the truth as we see it. There is a falsehood. No, there is falsehood, doesn't see it. Even if all around us there is a falsehood and darkness. No, it's not. It's not right. So what is the answer? B or D? A and C doesn't matches. We have to speak the truth as we see it. Till here it's okay. Even if all around us there is a falsehood and darkness. Okay. B is the right answer. B option Q P S R. Or else Q S R P. Q S R P will be the right answer. See. Q S R P. We have to speak the truth even if all around us there is a falsehood and darkness as we see it. Okay. That is the option not given, but Q S R P matches in a proper way. Okay. Going for the next question. Latin America has for long been a forgotten wasteland dash Indian foreign policy. So here to the politics controllers, to the politics controller by, to the political controllers by, to the politics controller in, controllers by, controllers in. So which option? Latin America has for long been forgotten wasteland to the politics controllers in Indian foreign policy. What the Latin America have been forgotten the wastelands because of the politics controllers in Indian foreign policy. Okay, Indian foreign policy, because of that they have forgotten the wastelands. Okay, D option is the right answer. So wherever the wasteland the option like dots are there, there you have to replace the D option. Latin America has for long been forgotten wasteland to the politics control in Indian foreign policy. So Indian foreign policy, what we are following, based on that, what happened? The Latin American people have forgotten the wasteland. Okay, so that is the answer. Going for the next question, 20. So dash ahead of the herd. Okay, so in the blank you have to fill intelligency investors make their move. Intelligency investors make its move. Intelligency investors make their moves. Intelligent investors make their move. So what is the right answer? It's very simple. Intelligent investors make their moves ahead of the herd. Okay, their move not. Okay. intelligent investors make their moves ahead of the herd. C is the right answer. Going for the 21st, Hakim said the Muslims had been overlooked in. So here the next condition part should be earlier peace bids when ended in disaster, earliest peace bids which ended in disaster, early peace bids which ended in disaster, earlier peace birds which end in disaster. So here D option birds means like whatever the living things, birds. That so here that you can eliminate and ABC you can select. Which one is the right answer? So what is a bids means attempt. Okay, bid meaning in the sense attempts efforts for the peace achieving. So it is a fight, it is a protest for achieving the peace. The word meaning bids means whatever the effort they kept, they struggled for the peace sake. So which one is the right answer? Hakim said, okay, direct and indirect speech sentence. This is the Hakim said the Muslims had been, okay, your past perfect, okay, had been overlooked, past participle formula, had been overlooked in earliest peace bids which ended in disaster because of their lot of struggles and finally they achieved the peace. So answer is B. Earliest. It's not the earlier. Going for the 22nd. The speaker was so dash and elaborate that the audience started getting fidgety. What is the word fidgety meaning? Means becoming restless, becoming uneasy. Okay, the speaker was so dash and elaborate that the audience started getting fidgety. Means they are like fed up with the speakers. So what word suits? Whatever the speaker is saying, and they are feeling so tired of that. His explanation. So what? Tracy, prolix, curt, belief. Which one suits? What is mean by tertiary? Prolix in the sense curt, brief, all these are the synonyms for elaborate. Racy, curt, brief are the synonyms for elaborate word. Prolix in the sense like shortening the words, like whatever the word that he was using, it was too long. So that's the reason they have become stressed. So prolix, the speaker was prolix and elaborate that the audience started getting fidgety. What the vocabulary that he is using and extending very slowly made to become uneasy for them. Going for the 23rd, she dashed her talents at the National School of Dramatics. Already this I have given yesterday. Sorry, actually it was being repeated. Okay, you all know the answer I think, right? So she fine-tuned her talents at the National School of Dramatics. Fine-tuned means she was well prepared for that. Okay, that is the answer. Stupefied, abandoned, downgraded. What is meant by the what are the meanings for these words? Fine-tuned means adjusted, prepared, and all that. Okay. Stupefied in the sense she was shocked. Abraded means to wear something or like by running. Downgraded means becoming low. So here she have been modified herself. She prepared herself and proved in the dramatics. So answer is she fine-tuned her talents at the National School of Dramatics is the right answer. Okay, A is the correct option. And going for the next question. See, 24th question. In each of the question given below, one or more statement is are followed by inferential conclusion. The conclusion which can be derived without supposing anything else, that is without adding anything extra to the statement. Yes, is your answers. So here statement is given for that conclusion. What is the right conclusion that you have to give it? Vehicular source contributes 60% to the total pollution level of Delhi, as informed in the Rajya Sabha today. Okay, what happened because of vehicles? What happened? The pollution in Delhi have reached like contributes. Vehicles are contributing 60%, 60% pollution in the Delhi that have been informed in where in Rajya Sabha. Where today, okay, what are the conclusion? The court has ordered that the main source of pollution should be identified. Okay, the problem of pollution is high in the work list. The other cities also, vehicular sources contributes around the same percentage level of pollution. This matter was raised first in the Lok Sabha. Not many towns in India face the problem of pollution. So, what is the right answer? So, easy process elimination. Actually, where about which city we are discussing, where the pollution is more in the Delhi. How much pollution is caused by the vehicle? 60%. And this was informed where in Rajya Sabha. Which day? Today itself. So we find out the answer. The court has ordered the main source of pollution should be identified. Are the court doesn't order, right? Where that case is discussing in the Rajya Sabha, then it was not filed in the court. So that is the wrong answer. The problem of pollution is high in the work list. Is it right? Hmm? Is all the cities have been listed out? No, na. In other cities also, vehicular sources contributes around the same percentage level. Are we discussing about the other cities? No, no, right? Then this matter was raised first in Lok Sabha. It's wrong. Lok Sabha, not in the Rajya Sabha. Not many towns in India face the same problem of pollution. We are not discussing about all the problem, all the cities' problem. Only the problem of pollution is high in the work list. Where it is in high? Only in the Delhi. Okay, that issue was being discussed in Rajya Sabha. So answer is B. The problem of pollution is high in the work list. Which one? Delhi. So B is the right answer. Going for the next question. In each of the question given below, one or more statement is or not followed. Inferential conclusion. The conclusions which can be derived without supposing anything else, without adding anything extra. The statement is your answer. Statement conclusion the same previous. Okay. PVC show producers union has welcomed the announcement of relief on production surcharge from rupees 50 per pair to 75 per pair. Statement you have to read twice, then you have to analyze that, and then you have to find out the conclusion. All PVC show producers are members of this union. Relief on production surcharge of rupees 50 on every pair to shows had been given only recently. Union had demanded an increase in relief. Government will collect more production surcharge. Other productions will also demand relief on production surcharge. Which is the conclusion for the statement? What happened? The union had demanded an increase in the relief, where PVC show producers, the union, producer union has welcomed the announcement. They have accepted the announcement of relief means like giving a product, giving a like decreasing a charge from pair 50 per pair to how much like increased like to 75 per pair. From 50 to they have increased. So that is the answer. So C is the answer. Union has demanded means accepted the relief. Really fun. Going for the next option. In each of the following questions, find out which part of the sentence has an error. If there is no mistake, the answer is no error. My father is in bad mood today. No error. This is very simple. A part, B part, C part, D part. No, but D part cannot be an error. No error cannot be. Okay. My father is in a bad mood. Okay. Always a bad mood. Article should be placed before the bad. Okay. My father is in bad mood. Not my father is in a bad mood. Today, only today, not every day. Okay. Going for the next question. In each of the following questions, find out which part of the sentence has an error. If there is no mistake, the answer is no error. Both the civilians and army men joined the First World War today. Which option? It is very simple. As you read the question, if you are cautious, you can find out the error in this question. Very simple. This is both the civilians and army men joined the First World War today. Which part? C is the error. Why? Because World War is happened in 19 before 1947, right? But they are discussing the World War happened here itself today. It's not today, right? They should mention the year. So it is a wrong. Both the civilians and army men joined the First World War when it happened, not today. Today is not the World War Day, right? It's not. Today, World War hasn't occurred. When it happened, it happened already in the past. So during that time, civilians and army men both joined in that. So C1 is the wrong answer. So here only they asked us to find out the error. There is no need of the correction. So be cautious. So if you wanted to make this question as the right answer, just remove the today word and give when the World War happened, that date. Then it will become as the right answer. Next, in each of the following questions, find out which part of the sentence has an error. If there is no mistake, the answer is no error. The school is within 100 yards from my house. Which part? Which part of the sentence? The school is within 100 yards from my house. The school is within 100 yards from my house. So here the school is within both it should be combined, not within. Okay, that is the error. The school is within. It's too like there should be no space. The phrase within 100 yards from my house. Go for the next question. In each of the following questions, find out which part of the sentence has an error. If there is no mistake, the answer is no error. As soon as the teacher entered, everyone fell in a silence. Think carefully and answer this question. There is a small error. As soon as the teacher entered, everyone fell in a silence. As soon as the teacher entered, everyone fell into silence or silent. Not a silence. Silent. If we want to make it as a silence, then into we have to use, because like as the teacher, like the movement is going on, as the teacher is stepping into the class, what happened? The action had happened, right? So into it should be there. Or else if you don't want to use the into, then in silent. Okay, not silence. Go for the next question. In each of the following questions, find out which part of the sentence has an error. If there is no mistake, the answer is no error. He took he took to reading times for better knowledge of the facts. Think carefully and answer. This you can answer. Spotting errors are very simple. He took to reading. So here, see here, he took to reading Times. What is the meaning? What is the Times? Times is in a newspaper. So all the newspapers before, what should be there? There should be an article. Which article should be indefinite or definite article? He took to reading the Times for better knowledge of the facts. He took to reading means what the person is doing. He like wanted to read. He wanted to habituate the reading the Times newspaper for better knowledge and as well as to get the facts of the data. Okay, that is the answer. He took to reading. He is not taking he wanted to habituate the reading the Times newspaper for what purpose? To get the knowledge and to get the facts. Okay. So which part is error? B part is the error. Before times, the definite article should be there. Okay. We'll go on to the next question. See the next question, 31st. Select the pair of words which do have a relationship similar to relationship between the given pair. Like word analogy. This. Noctutal means bat. Amphibian, frog. Sly, cat. Carnivorous, cow. Aquatic, lizard. Which pair suits? Similar relationship here. It's not opposite relationship between the given words. It should be a similar relationship. Means there should be some contact in that. So what is mean by nocturnal? Nocturnal means a living creature which moves in the night. So who will roam as the evening in the night time? Who can see bats? Okay, like that you cross check with another one. Sly doesn't count. Sly means like it is a category of cats. Okay, carnivorous cow is opposite carnivorous. No, herbivorous cow. Aquatic lizard doesn't comes under aquatic, but there are some rare lizards which come under the aquatic. Aquatic animals will be the water animals. So amphibian, frog. So which one is the right answer? Already I showed that. It's a moving animal, is a bat. Then amphibian is a frog which moves on the land and water. Okay? Yes? We'll go it right. So it is a species, amphibian in the sense. Frog is a species. Okay, then there is a relation. So for others it's like sly, cat, is some other things. Carnivores, the cow is a herbivorous, it's opposite. Lizard doesn't come under the aquatic. So all are opposite to one another, but only A1 had the relation, amphibian, frog. Okay, it comes under the category of species. So that's the reason. Nocturnal is roaming, which roams in the night time is a bat. Okay, so that's the reason A is the correct answer. Go for the next question. Select the pair of words which do have a relationship similar to relationship between the given pair. These questions looks very simple, but you have to think carefully. These are very simple questions, but it creates some kind of confusion. You have to understand the logic in the given word. Tetter means cow. Trap, rat. Manicle, man. Eril, radio. Ring, finger. Okay. Ring, finger. It's not finger. Yesterday I told the pronunciation. The words ending with R should not be highlighted. R is called as a retroflex. So if the word ends with R sound should not be highlighted. Tetter, not that tetter. Okay. What is the word tetter means? Tetter in the sense uh, like whenever we are taming an animal, so we'll habituate them like tying a rope and we'll keep on a place. Okay, that is the thing. Means to like get the control under us, we will tie a rope and will monitor. No, that is called tether. Tying a rope around the cow neck and just will tie to a stick like something here because it will won't run away. Okay. So now you find out the answer. So what is the answer? Trap. The trap. What will happen if you keep a rat box? It will go inside. Okay, a rail in the sense a radio, it's lines. Ring finger. We'll keep the ring. Finger. Fingers are there to keep the rings, right? So manacle in the sense, what is the word manacle means? When a man is to hold, you can see the robbers, how the police will be carried. They'll keep the handcuffs and they'll take, no? So because why they will keep the handcuffs, though they are such a have a like power and all, but they will be running away. So to make them control under us, we'll put the handcuffs and we'll take, no? So that is like how the cow is tied with a rope and will control. In the same way, a man can be controlled and taken to the like prison. That is the answer. Manacle in the sense handcuffs. Okay. So B is the right answer. Going for the next question, 33. Select the pair. This was a word analogy. Select the pair of words which do have a relationship similar to relationship between given pair. Foot, fingers. Bottom, top. Finger, thumb. Pedal, handicap. Pedicure, manicure. Just apply the logic. Foot, fingers. So what is the answer? C, foot, fingers. Bottom, top, comparing to the clothes, it's opposite one. Finger, thumb. Okay, finger, thumb, only one finger it is. Pedal, handicap, like pedal and handicap. Okay, who will use the pedals? Handicap people. Pedicure, manicure. Pedicure is done for what? For legs. Manicure is done for where? For hands and fingers. Okay, so here what is the relation in the first given option? We are discussing about the foot, fingers as well as the fingers, hands and the legs, right? So here pedicure and manicure are relevant. So the other things doesn't have similarity. Okay. Shall I go to the next question? So today's questions are very simple. Okay. 34. Select a pair of words which do have a relationship similar to relationship between the same question. Natural, synthetic. Yesterday this question I have given, right? Okay, now you can find out. Natural, synthetics. Hypothesis, conclusion. Cotton, wool. Fragrance, perfume. Honey, sugarcane. So, natural is made by nature. Synthetic is made by man. So, which one is the right answer? So, there should be some distant relationship. It's not a similar relationship. Slight. Slight distance should be shown. So, easy. You can think logically. One is made by nature, one is made by a human being. So in the same way here, hypothesis and conclusion will be said. Hypothesis means you are assuming. After assuming and finally after doing that, you will come to the conclusion. Okay, that only one person is doing, right? Okay. Fragrance means smell. Perfume in the sense the oily liquid that whenever you are spraying through that, you are getting a fragrance, right? Honey, sugarcane, what distinct. So B and D, I have given the clue. Which one is the correct answer? B or D? So B is the right answer because honey is given by honeybees and sugar cane is from sugar, both. But here cotton comes from the plants and wool comes from the animals. So B is the right answer for the given pair, which is coming like cotton natural. It is coming from the nature itself. Okay, synthetic in the sense like wool from the animals, and from through that we can make man is making all other things. Okay, that is the answer. Next, going for the next option. Select a pair of words which do have a relationship, same, okay, similar to relationship between a given pair. Moving, static. See, rain, cloud, glacier, snow, river, alluvium, dynamics, electronics. So understand the first given word logic, and then you can go for what is the relation between that moving and static. Rain, cloud. Whenever the clouds are heavy at that time, it will rain. The glacier in the sense snow. From the snow itself, the glaciers will be formed. Glacier in the sense snow, like water will become like ice. No, that is called as the glaciers. River, aluminium. So alluvial soils, all everything comes from the river. Okay, then what option suits? Dynamics, electronics. Which option? So moving and one is stable position. So here dynamics and electronics. One is coming from electricity, one is making right dynamo. Okay. So D option matches for the moving and static dynamics and electronics. Electronics means through electricity. Okay. Dynamo means dynamics. Going for the next question. See here, please think this close test because in the exams close test are asked at least two or three are coming. So because for the other questions only one or two blanks will be there, but in the close test you have to answer all the five. Then only you'll get 1 mark. Okay. So be careful and be cautious and read twice and select the options. These are give little bit time for you because six are there in this. This six blanks you have to fill up. His talk used to be full of wit and humor. Okay, wit means very very fun and very with sense of humor. They are talking very cautious and they are talking very intelligently in humorous way. Okay, he looked. He see his talk used to be full of wit and humor. He liked reading. He was a dash, I first blank dash reader and would pore over books dash dash a wide range of interest as soon as he got them. He had dash a standing order to two bookshops in Bombay to mail him catalogs, all the latest titles. Books would dash come to him in carades, much to the amazement of his friends. He dashed to set apart a portion of his salary every month for meeting the cost of these books. So he used to order n number of books and whatever the monthly salary he gets, no, the half of the salary, most of the salary he will spend on the books it seems. So understand the passage and which words suits where. See the for the first question, first blank four option. Ferocious, fervent, anxious, enthusiastic. Fervent in the sense is anxious means very anger. Enthusiastic means like showing, but ferocious means is a good reader. Okay, he was a ferocious reader means great reader. So first one answer is A. Okay. Next second option. What is the second option? voracious reader and would pore over books, including a wide range of interest as soon as he got them. So as soon as he was a good reader and fast whenever the books comes, he include himself wide. It shows a lot of interest to spend with them. Okay. Second one is including. Third one is what he had offered a standing order. He offered in the sense ordered. Okay, to bookshops in Bombay to mail him the catalog. So he have offered he have given his address to whenever the new books comes. Well, then he have the shop owners will mail him so that he will purchase the things. Okay, mail him the catalog. So what are the books that have given? Okay, next catalogs for all the latest titles for the for preposition suits. Mail him catalogs for all the latest titles. So next books would next what is the next question? Books would where we missed anything we missed? No, no. Okay. Books would often means very frequently come to him encouragements when big bundles he will purchase, much to the amazement of his friends. Like all the friends was amazed, why he was purchasing so many, how much he will read, like that they used to amaze. He what happened last? He liked to set apart a portion of his salary every month for meeting the cost of these books. So what should be the paragraph now? See the paragraph, I already have given the answers. His talk used to be full of wit and humor. Why, how he used to talk wit and humor, very what after listening to that fellows, there will be some logic and it gives some sign, sense of humor for us, means a kind of a laugh for us. In such a way, he used to speak. Why he is speaking like that? Because he reads a number of books. Through that books, he gained the knowledge, and he is very become intelligent to speak with wit and humor. So that is the thing. The paragraph is about. He liked reading. He was a voracious reader and would pore over books, including a wide range of interest as soon as he got them. So as soon as he received with that interest only he used to read. He had offered a standing order to bookshop in Bombay to mail him the catalogs for all the latest titles. Books would uh, often come to him, means often in the sense frequently come to him in courage, much to the amazement of his friends. He liked to set a part of a portion of his salary every month for meeting the cost of these books. Is the right answer. Okay, I'll go for the next option. See the 37th one. Same thing. This you have to do it. Those living in the slums are dash and tough because they are totally dash to the vagaries and hardships of life. Means very stressful life. The rising sun dash the day and the setting sun closes the day for them. It is like a drama where the curtain dash up in the morning and comes down in the evening. They don't dash hypertension and here attacks because there is after all dash to worry about. So it's a kind of it looks like a small nomadic story, nomadic life story it looks. So those living in slums are hardy and tough. Means who are living in the slum areas, their life will be very hard and tough. Okay. So it's an adverb. Okay, hardy and tough because they are totally what happened? Which one? Totally exposed to the vagaries and hardships. Means very stressful life they feel. The rising sun, what will happen? The rising sun heralds the day. What is the word meaning heralds? It's a sign. It's a sign that as the sun rises again, like they had a like signal. It's a kind of a signal for them. Okay, it is like going to happen like that. The rising sun heralds the day, and the setting sun closes the day for them. It is like a drama where the curtains, what curtains, both one what hangs up in the morning. So in the morning the curtains will be raised and comes down in the evening. They don't have, okay. What is the fifth one? The, what is the fifth answer? They don't have hypertension. Every day it's a routine life, and here attacks because there is after all. Okay, after all have to worry about what they have to worry about. Nothing else. It's a routine life. Okay, sixth option have been not given. Okay, all to worry about because there is after all have to for what they have to worry. Fifth and sixth answers will be have now. So see the question again. Those living in the slums are happy and tough because they are totally exposed to the vagaries and hardships of life. The rising sun heralds the day and setting sun closes the day for them. It is like a drama where the curtains hangs up in the morning and closes and comes down in the evening. They don't have hypertension and here attacks because there is after all have to worry about. So they think about what have to be worry about, what they have to worry about. So like that they are thinking every day it's a kind of a routine. Anyhow they are struggling. Their lifestyle is always with the stress and hardships and very toughest life. So for what they have to worry about, so that is the passage about. Go for the next question. That is, scarcely I did, scarcely did I step on the bridge, then it broke. So then it broke, then it broke, when it has broken, then it was breaking. So what is the answer? Then it broke already they have given. So the first answer cannot be the same. Second, than means like comparison. Next, okay. When it broke, when it have been broken already before one action taken, then it had happened, right? So when it has broken, okay, it's not has broken, right? So then it was breaking. So fifth option doesn't suit over there. So what is the answer? When it broke, when scarcely did I step on the bridge, when, when, which one is the answer? Third one is the answer. When it broke. So as soon as this person stepped on a bridge, it had broken. Okay. Going for the next one, next question. 39. He informed me that he will visit my house in a day or two. He informed me that he will visit my house in a day or two. So the underlined part you have to correct it. You have to replace with the option. He will visit my house in a day or two. He visits my house in a day or two. He could visit my house in the coming 2 days. He could not visit my house in a day or two. He would visit my house in a day or two. Here will visit, visits, could not visit, would visit. So these things you have to focus and correct it. The sentence is in the reported speech. I have given the clue. Direct speech it is. So you have to check like how we have to write it. The reported speech. Direct to indirect. I already gave the clue. The reported team thinks what the verbs should be changed into what. So will is the future. Will visit is the future. Visits is the present. Could visit means it's like a request. Could not is a negative sentence. So what should be the answer? Will change it into the direct speech. Would, right? If he informed me, it's a meaningful sentence. Informed, reported, reporting verb. Okay. Then reported verb should be changed into past tense, right? So would visit my house in a day or two is the right answer. Fifth one is the right answer. He informed me that he would visit my house in a day or two. Okay, like today or the next day or like within a 2 days. So that is the fifth one is the right answer. So the it is given in the direct and indirect speech. Okay, so sometimes they don't mention in the question that you have to convert into this that and all. You have to understand the question and then you have to, by seeing the option itself, you should be able to recognize and you have to convert. I'm going to the next question. See the next question. These are very, very simple questions now onwards, all these 10 questions. He dashed down just as he was getting off the bus. Identify the correct form of the verb given in the bracket. So the bracket word you have to change into the correct verb form and then you have to fill it. Has fallen, fell, was fallen, is fallen. Very simple question this is. So you have to fall. Present tense is given, you have to convert it to past tense. Come on, change it. He fell down just as he was getting off the bus. Simple past tense is the first part. And what is the second part? Past perfect tense. Both together. One action is going to happen before another action going to take place. So first part should be in the simple past tense. Second part should be in the past perfect tense. Perfect continuous. Sorry. Simple past and past perfect continuous. So he fell down just as he was getting off the bus. See the 41. They dashed living here since 1999. Have been, has been, are been, have been. See, have been is comes under which tense? Has been comes under, based on this is the tenses based question. Have been present perfect continuous. Has been both same. When we have to use have, when we have to use has. Are being present continuous. Be in continuous form will be is or not. See A and B, from A and B which is the answer. The sentence should be in the present perfect continuous tense because the verb is in the ing form. So before ing form, what we have to use? Have been comes, right? Not has been. Why? I have, we have, they have, right? He has, she has should be there. So third persons and singular nouns has, and all like first persons we have to go with the have, and all the plural nouns. So they subject is a plural noun. So they have been living here since 1999 is the right answer. Okay. I'll go for the next question. See here, direction. In the following questions, a sentence has been given in direct or indirect speech. Out of the four alternatives suggested, select the one which best expresses the same sentence in indirect to direct speech. If the sentence is given in direct speech, you have to convert into select the option indirect. If it is given in direct, you have to select the direct. So already, how can we recognize the sentence is in direct speech? If the quotations are there, then it is called as a direct speech. When you are writing into indirect speech, you have to remove the quotation. So already the question is in having the quotation, so it is in the direct speech. So you have to convert them into the indirect speech. So follow all the rules and regulations. See what is the reported verb and reporting verb. What is the reporting verb? What is the reported verb? Find out and then convert. So the question here, the interrogative question is given. So there, if interrogative question is given, when we are converting into the indirect speech, we should not change into the other tense, right? Only the verb form have to be changed. So what you have to write the answer? Which one is the right answer? See the option. He asked me if anybody had been unkind to me. He asked me, had anybody been unkind to me? He asked me if anybody had been unkind to you. He asked me if anybody had been unkind to him. The question can be converted into a sentence, right? So, what is the right answer? So, the reporting verb is outside, like outside the question mark, quotation mark, whatever is there, no, that is called reporting verb. Here, said will become what happened? Asked. And if any interrogative question is given in the direct speech, so when we are converting into indirect speech, we have to use the conjunctions if or whether. So that's the reason in the options if is given. Okay. Then now convert. Has been comes under what? Which tense? It is in the present. So when you are converting into question into a state, like in a sentence form, then you'll remove the question mark, right? So has been is in which tense? Present perfect. Then you have to convert into indirect speech into a past perfect. Then write down the now find out the answer. Already I told you the reporting verb said will become as asked. Has been present perfect. The sentence is in present perfect. Then you have to convert into past perfect. See the answer. He asked me. Pronoun. You will be changed to what? Here, whenever you are converting into direct speech, you have to see the reporting verb and the reported verb as well as the sentence is in which tense, and you have to change the pronouns. Okay. So all these changes we have to make. So now see the answer. A is the answer. He asked me if. Why if or whether I told you the sentence, the quotation mark, in the quotations whatever is given is in the question, right? Okay. So that's the reason. If anybody, so has been, I don't know present perfect, we are converting into past perfect, had been unkind to me. Okay, that is the answer. He asked me if anybody had been unkind to me. You, pronoun have been changed into me. Unkind to you, they are saying, but like who is saying what? He said, has anybody been reporting and reported? Okay, the outside the quotations is reporting. Then within the quotations is reported. Okay, so if you are able to recognize reported and reporting, then it will be easy. And within whatever in the quotations, the sentence like given thing is either imperative sentence or interrogative sentence or declarative sentence or exclamative sentence. Based on that, you have to convert. Okay, then we'll go for the next question. Answer is A. Just cross check the rules of direct and indirect speech. Okay, that's it. Go for the next question. Direction in the given following questions has a sentence with two blanks from the given uh, four pair of words. Choose the pair that best complete the sentence. Cities will need to be dash around airports in dash circles of businesses and residential zones. Arranged, coastal, centered, widening, concentrated, recurrented, arrayed, and concentrate. Which words? Arranged. Cities will need to be arranged around airports. It is not possible, right? Okay, means in a circular ways. Coaxial means circular, in a circle ways. Centered cities will need to be centered around the airports. It can't be widening in the sense like widening in circles. How come the widening in the circles will be? So concentrated. What is the answer? Concentration in the sense like focusing on that. Cities will need to focus on the airports. No, no. Recurrent circles will be there. No. Arrayed means in an order. So D option will be the right answer, ma. So what is the meaning of arrayed? Means a particular order. Cities will be needed to be arranged in like arrayed around airports in a particular order near the airports in concentric circles of business and residential. What is meant by concentric? To make like urban, to make it as urban, so it should be framed in a decent way to get a look. So arrayed and concentrate will be the right answers. Cities will need to be arrayed around airports in concentric circles of businesses and residential zones. Okay, to run the business, to look at an urban, so they have to frame in a proper way. Okay, so that is the answer. D is the right answer. We'll go for the next question. In the following questions, choose the option which is exact opposite of the given word. What is meant by fatigue? Inquisitive, died, inexact, refresh. Inquisitive meaning curious. So then now answer. Opposite, curious, it doesn't suit. So died, like food diet, inexact means not accurate. Refresh, fatigue means very tired, so you wanted to do what? Refresh. So what is the word meaning fatigue? Opposite, refresh. Inquisitive means curious meaning. Okay, I'll go for the next question. See the next question. In the following questions, choose the option which is the exact opposite. Antonyms they have given, right? Opposite words. Substitute. For that, options obvious, correct, valuable, undercover. Correct cannot be stuck. Still means like a stable thing. Obvious, valuable it cannot be. Undercover in the sense it is covered. So what is the answer? So whenever this sort of the questions are asked, like when you are doing that, just cross check the word meanings and antonyms, because mostly from these things again they'll ask with in a different way. For the substitute, what is the synonym and what is the antonym? If you are finding that synonym and antonym might be asked in the exam. Okay, go through that. Here the opposite substitute stable, for that obvious is the answer. It's not the correct, valuable and undercover. B, C, D is not a correct answer. So only A is the correct answer. Substitute opposite obvious. So cross check the words meanings and search the options like antonyms also. Maybe there is a chance for getting in the exam. Next, in the following question, choose the option which is the exact, again the opposite is given. Precautious. So for that, forward, backward, elusive, isolated. So what is the opposite? Precautious means going, it's very careful about that. And then for opposite, backward. It's not forward means too fast in that. Okay, isolated means be like showing and not showing any movement. Okay, so elusive it doesn't link to that. So backward is the answer. Precautious, backward. More aware, precautious, and backward in the sense not aware anything. So that is the opposite. 47. In the following question, choose the option closest in meaning to the given word. Like synonym they have given. Stimulating, fueling, irritating, supplying, breaching. Irritating will be opposite. Supplying means like providing support. Breaching it doesn't matter. So fueling, like stimulating and fueling it. So they are interlinked. So that is a synonym. Okay. Please go through the meanings of all this one. Next, going for the next question. See here. This is same close test. Just be careful because nowadays 2-3 questions are asking the close test in the exams. Okay. If we have so many young people with a good qualification dash for a job, how come there is such a dash of a good talent in the market? Millions of students graduate every year in India and enter the job market. But in reality, they are dashed. The bulk of our diploma, vocational, engineering, and management graduates come from institutions that dash them poorly and are unable to assist them with good job opportunities. On the other hand, organizations have a short term focus on talent where buying existing talent seems easier than dash in house. So, see the first one options. Fast, make it fast. So, if we have so many young people with a good qualification, trying, waiting, applying, wanting for a job means good feeling. If we have so many young people with a good qualification trying for a job, not trying, they want for the job, right? Wanting for job. How come there is such a scarcity? Means lacking of good talent in market. Millions of student graduates every year in India enter the job market, but in reality, they are unemployed. Employable. The bulk of our diploma, vocational engineering, and management graduates come from institutions that train them poorly and unable to assist them with a good job opportunities. On other hand, organizations have a short-term focus on talent where buying existing talent seems easier than building in-house. So first one is wanting, second, what is the second one? Second option is scarcity. Third one is unemployable. Fourth one, what is the fourth one? Train. Fifth one is, what is the fifth one? Building. So I'll go for the next question. Next. Two brothers amicably divided their parents' property among them. No error. Find the error. Which part of the sentence is the error? Like as I read, you could have known the answer, I think. Spotting errors, either the tense or whatever might be. The verbs, nouns part, like singular plurals. So there you have to focus on. Which part of the sentence? Cross check whether the subjects are in singular or plural. Then go for the verb forms. Whether the verb forms subject verb agreement is there or not, cross check. Then whether the prepositions are placed in a right place or not, whether the conjunctions are used or not properly or not in the sentence. All this you have to cross check in the spotting errors. It's not only the one tense or something else. See here, the two brothers who are how many people are there? Two people are there. Then what should be the, what precaution should be there, or what conjunction should be there? The two brothers means two people. It should more than two people. We have to use among, but here only two people are there. Then what should be there? Between should be there, right? So which part is a error now? C part is the error. The two brothers amicably divided their parents' property between them. Two brothers, not more. Two in the sense only two people, right? So they have shared their parents' property. It's not amount. More than two are there, it should be amount. So it should, in the amount place between should be there. So that is the error. So last question. We are going for the last question. In the following question, a sentence has been given in direct and indirect speech. Out of four alternatives suggested, select the one which best expresses the same sentence in direct or direct. See, they'll give, like if it is in direct, you have to select the indirect one. If it is indirect, select the direct one. Already I told that if the question had the quotation marks, it is in the direct speech. Then convert it to indirect speech. Cross check the reported and reporting verb. See the pronouns. See the given in the quotations. The sentence is in which tense. All that. Again, here interrogative question is given. Interrogating the. Then now command seg. Already I told you the previous question. Said will become asked. The pronouns you will be changed into me. So here has been present perfect. I have to change into past perfect. Come on, change it. If it is interrogative, if or whether we have to use. So what is the answer? Said will become asked. Has, in the place of has, you have to use if or whether. The verb tense has been have to change into had been. You should be changed into me. So last answer is, fifth question answer is A. He asked me if anybody had been unkind to me. So till here the session have been finished. So this is the last question. I think in the question, a part of the sentence is utilized. Alternatives to the utilized part are given, which may improve the construction of the sentence. Select the correct alternative. Tonight I am going to check that Raju will do his homework correctly. Raju must be doing his homework correctly. Raju shall do his homework correctly. Raju does his homework correctly. No change. So tonight I am going to check Raju must be doing his homework correctly. Shall do his homework correctly. Raju does his homework. Raju must be doing his homework correctly. A is answer. So till here today, I hope you all have understood. If you have any comments or anything else, please comment in that. And thank you all and all the best for your exam. Okay. Today I am closing the session here. Thanks all and take care and good night.